Capricorn, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to February reading back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. So we're going to be doing pick card reading by the end of the session. It's going to be how do they feel about you. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Me personally, I realize that with my readings and all general readings out there on YouTube that I tend to follow, that I have a tendency to resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or what have you. So you might want to check that one out too. And this is a general reading, so the roles might get reversed, all right? So let's talk now, Capricorn. You have the Hangman there, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you also have the Moon card in reverse as your overall energy going into February 2021. I feel that in terms of love and relationship, you're not going to be assertive and you're not going to be passive as well. I feel that you're just going to be waiting around while you're focusing a lot on your coins, on your money, on your businesses, or on your studies, or what have you. There's going to be like a lot of, I feel that you guys have had like a lot of unanswered questions in your mind that you were developing, and you have had some, I'm not going to say some sleepless night, but some awful night where you have a tendency to kind of like make things bigger than it seems and everything like that. And you're dealing with this alone by yourself. But I feel that everything is going to stay clear in the month of February because you're completely switching your focus on the mundane aspect, on the pentacles stuff, on the things that matters for you guys. I feel that you guys are probably going to be purchasing a book, or you're going to have this thirst for knowledge. You're going to be much more disciplined though. Capricorns are pretty disciplined, but you're going to be much more disciplined in this month of February. But in terms of relationship sector, I feel that right now you guys are just trying to study your partner intently, and you're just kind of like waiting around what they're going to be doing next, and then probably I'm going to react on it or not, but it's not entirely your main focus. So what is the overall challenge of your relationship sector? You have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and you also have the Ace of Swords. So there is a lack of clarity, closure, and confirmations. There is, Queen of Swords in reverse is known as a mental manipulator, somebody who likes to play like a little bit of a mind games. And what I said by mind games, it could be in the form of passive aggressiveness, it could be in a form of gaslighting, it could be in a form of silent treatment. But it's not just nice, Because again, I feel that you've been dealing with like a lot of unanswered questions. Like you have all of these questions inside of your head, but it's never been answered. This person never gave you the clarity that you're looking for, and they're doing this on purpose. In the past, you noticed that this person was in a crossroad. You feel that this person didn't prioritize you as much as you were prioritizing them. And I feel that you guys also have like a little bit of an issue when it comes to trust. Okay, because this is what the Nine of Wands in this particular deck of mine looks like. So I feel that it could be with them or it could be with somebody else. Yeah, but you have had like 8 attempts. Maybe with them or maybe with somebody else before them and everything like that, where you attempt on doing something about love, but you get burned over and over again. So when the opportunities present itself where you are being asked to, put in more effort into the relationship, sometimes you have like a little bit of a fear inside of you. Like, what if I invest this time around, it's going to result in the same way as it did before? What guarantee do I have that this one is going to be worth the investment? So I feel that you guys in the past, you pulled out. By pulling out, it means that you weren't giving as much work and effort into this relationship as much as possible, because you feel that this person, and I feel that the relationship between you and them was also in a way where it's starting to feel like a friend more than a love situation. And you feel that this person was in a crossroad. Okay. Or maybe you're feeling that this person, you can't read them because they're so different. So one day they're different, and the other day they're different. Like you just can't trust them. You have a tendency to not being able to trust them. And then there was also a period of time where you were remembering the bad memories of the past instead of the sweet memories of the past. This person appreciates you because You know the type of people who would say that this is the love of my life and also my best friend? Like, they like the friendship aspect that they've built with you. They feel that with you, you guys get along very much in terms of mental stimulations. You guys get along very much into, your ideas and principles in life or what have you. And also, yeah, they like it, but you're not so keen on that. You're not so fond of that. You're having major trust issues in the past. And I feel that in the past, this person did attempt to, kind of like relive the friendship aspect of the relationship and everything like that. But I feel that because due to the trust issues and you not really believing that, again, I mean, the guarantee is not, you just don't feel it's safe enough for you. So you guys were kind of like not given the usual effort or work or commitment that you used to give them. And then now this person is pulling back. Okay, and they're watching you intently. They're observing you intently. Even if you guys are in a no contact period, trust me, Capricorn, this person is observing you quite intently because they want to know, like, how you're going to be reacting with the distance between you and them. Even if you guys live together, they probably are stonewalling you right now. They're doing this on purpose. Why would they do that? Is because they want you to make yourself feel regret or remorseful, or they want you to miss them or anything like that. So they're going to try to make it seem as if, like, they're going to make it seem as if, like, they have other things in their life that they're focusing on in the now. And it's probably going to make you feel overwhelmed. But I feel that, you're a cardinal sign. You guys get back up really, really fast and easily. So I feel that it's just going to be a brief moment for you guys where you feel that remorse, where you kind of like miss them. And then you're also, like, I think you kind of like develop this overthinking too, Capricorn, where you're like, oh my God, like if I meet this person or if I were to be talking with them, like what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to act? How am I supposed to act? What am I supposed to say? It's like there's this awkwardness between you and them as well. But I feel that you guys are going to get back up really, really easily because then you're going to create a boundaries for yourself. You're going to like, okay, you know what? Like, all right, fine. If you don't need me, if you want to play it this way, then it means that I also need to fend for myself as well. Like I need to put myself first. So that's why you have the Emperor card in here, which means that you're going to be putting in boundaries into this relationship where you're like, okay, if that's how you want to act, okay, fine. Then I also want to be focusing a lot more on myself. So that's why I said earlier, you guys are going to be focusing a lot more on your, business, money, or pentacles or anything like that. I feel that it was because you finally like, okay, you don't care for me, fine, I'm not going to prioritize you when I'm just an option for you, if that makes sense. So you're going to be prioritizing yourself. That means 5 cards in the future. All of my kindness, take it for weakness. They're watching you very, very closely because they want to know how you guys react. And I feel that you guys, for some of you, you guys probably would want to call them out on that too, in the now. So maybe in the first few weeks of February, where you guys are going to be calling them out and probably ring them like, okay, so what's going on with us? Why are you acting funny? Why is this relationship is a bit cold? Or why am I sensing something so different in here? you're going to call them out on it, because again, Emperor is an Aries card, and Aries is very, very straightforward and blunt and truthfully, painfully honest. Yeah. So you might want to be the one who opens that conversation, and they're going to be quite ecstatic, because again, as I said, especially with that Queen of Swords in reverse in there, they're trying to get a reaction out of you, Capricorn. And I feel that you guys are going to react in the now. Depending on how your pick a card reading is going to go, okay? Let's talk if you guys have a positive pick a card reading. If you guys have a positive pick a card reading, I feel that you guys both were meeting to heal one another up, okay? Because this person does have a problem with their anxieties. And you guys have a problem with trust. So you don't let people in and everything like that. And I feel that this relationship is going to be helpful for both of you to really change the circumstances in your life. Because I feel that this has been quite a theme of your love life for quite a while, not just with them, but like, people in your past and everything like that. This isn't the first time you were dealing with this type of situation. So if you have a good pick card reading, both of you, if you are willing to work with each other and together, I feel that you can start from zero, where you can trust them fully, and then they could also be a much more secure person in a relationship that doesn't require, like a lot of mind games, a lot of naggings, a lot of, all of those stuff that they are doing in order to get what they want. Okay, they could just say it out loud. They could be a healthy and secure person, and you could also be the same way. Because if you have a positive pick a card reading, this person is very sensitive, yeah, and they know how sensitive they are. They know that even, if they are in a relationship and they're so deeply in love with somebody and something happens without the relationship, they could experience pain like no other, that those pain that they're feeling, the heartbreak that they're feeling, could really manifest into a disease. It's like their body shuts down. It's like suddenly they got a fever or something like that. But, the pain that they felt in their heart could manifest into their physical body as well. So they know this fully about themselves. That's why they're always anxious in a relationship. Because their heart is very nice. And they're also going to be adding the fun aspect of the relationship. But again, if you guys have a positive pick card reading, this person is pretty anxious. So I feel that you guys need to be, taking the leadership position and be the assertive one of opening the talk and conversation, where you mediate between you and them. Okay, which sign that you guys are compromised. You guys are going to be offering the consistencies and persistencies into the relationship. They're going to be offering the emotional aspect and also the fun aspect of the relationship into the relationship. Okay, that is if you guys have a positive pick card reading. However, if you have a negative pick card reading, this person is a narcissist. Okay, no doubt about it. I feel that if you have a negative pick card reading, this is it's very emotionally high maintenance, this person is, okay? They demand a lot of you, but they give so little. It's like a snake who cannot warm themselves up by their own body heat, but they need their environment to warm themselves up. So this person is just like this. They need supplies of attention. They need supplies of emotions. They need all of these supplies to make them feel something, to make them feel fulfilled. If you have a negative pick card reading, I'm sorry to say, but I feel that you need to put your boundaries stronger, because you would have the tendency to break in the future. You're being used by this person, Capricorn. Why can't you see? If you have a negative pick card reading, you might be dealing with a dark empath. So dark empath means that this person think, and even people around this person think that this person is such an empathic person. Okay, but the thing about that type of people is that because they know how emotions work, they know how humans' brain and humans' emotions work and everything like that, they could also know how to manipulate these type of situations. And you're the only person who sees this dark side of them. So if you have a negative pick card reading, it's just kind of like not worth it. I feel that this is the thing that you should have been learning. You should have, throw away last year. Because you're dealing with a dark empath, and this person is just using you basically. This person knows that you're in love with them, so they're demanding a lot of you while giving you so little. All right, so I think that is it for my reading for you guys. Let's move on to your pick card reading. Right, so I have 4 piles of cards with me now. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, this is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to give you guys 20 seconds of full silence so that you guys could concentrate. 1 pile of cards for 1 person. You can ask for as many people as you want to ask about, but 1 pile of cards for 1 person. All right, let's go. All right, for those of you who chose pile number 1, you have the Lover's card, you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Four of Cups, Page of Wands, and also the Ace of Cups pops out of nowhere. I usually just pull 4 piles of cards, but this one just pops out of nowhere. So, I have 2 Lovers card in this particular deck of mine, which is the Victorian Romantic Tarot. So the first Lovers card is the one where the female and the male is just kind of like eyeing each other, trying to decide whether I want to be with this person or not. And then there's this, you can see from the imagery where, the person has already made a decision that they fall for you. So the person that you're asking about, especially in this pile number 1, has already decided that they have feelings for you. And I feel that the feelings that they have for you came rushing all of a sudden and out of nowhere. And they were not even expecting it, you know what I mean? It could be that they fell in love with you at first sight, or you guys are in a working situations and then you guys were friends and then suddenly they just catch feelings like that. I mean, they were not expecting to catch feelings for you. So they are a bit awkward when it comes to this. The thing is that, and I feel that a lot of people could relate to this. Every time we love people, sometimes we have fear of hurting, because when we fall in love or we have emotions for other people, when we care for other people, it's like we're exposing the vulnerable part of ourselves. And this person that you're dealing with has kind of like equate love with hurt. So even without you, okay, let's say way before this person meets you, this person already equates love with also hurting. Okay, there is no love without hurting. There is no love without pain. And they do have a little bit of a fear of not being accepted, fear of abandonment, fear of rejections, and vice versa. So they put on a mask. Okay, a desperate pretending mask. 4 of Cups, Page of Wands, as you can see. So this person might have like a lot of people who are interested in them, or they believe that they are such a hot catch. And this is not just an act. I mean, this is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands really believe that they have other people who are lining up for them, that they could get girls or boys or men easily. But why is this like this? It's because of this. They have fear. So it's very hard for them to be vulnerable with other people. It's hard for them to not be an ass. And they don't know what to do with you, to be honest with you, Capricorn, because they are still not yet secure. They don't really know where they stand in your life. They don't know if they care for you as much as they care about you. And you might be protesting that right now, like, no, I showed them this, and everything like that. But yeah, it's kind of like hard loving people who kind of like equates or has this fear of acceptance, abandonment, rejection because they became overly demanding. Beneath this person lies a very insecure and fragile heart. But it might be difficult loving this person too, Capricorn. I just gotta say this. Why is that so? Because they will always have this persona of, I don't need you. Even if you guys are probably are in a no contact period, or, you know, you guys are in still a funny situations and everything like that, they will give you the impression as if like they are probably talking with other people or try to date you. Why are they doing this? Because they try to get a reaction out of you, try to make you jealous, just so that you believe that this person is such a hot catch, because this person is able to, you know, have men or women line up for them. So I'm kind of like conflicted with this card. And again, it's a general reading, because on the inside, they love you, they have emotions for you, but on the outside, they're acting like an ass. This person needs, I mean, if you're looking for somebody to just have fun with and everything like that, this person is ideal, because Page of Wands is literally, obviously not ready to settle down. It's still a kid. And, but however, if you're looking for somebody for fun, and then you want that person to be secretive about it, to not boast around his friends or her friends, I don't think that person is the good person. Because the thing is that Page of Wands, you see how, I mean, you can judge from the imagery, right? The Page of Wands always date people that they could be proud of, and they would kind of like boast about what they've done, boast about their relationship, boast about their men or women to their friends. So yeah, it's for fun, but not like a secret fun. But for relationship wise, I mean, the Page of Wands is to mature a bit, and you know, for a relationship, I would love to see a little bit of a Pentacles, because again, consistency is better than intensity. I mean, if you're looking for a roller coaster and intense relationship, this one is the one, because when you guys made love or when you kiss, you probably see this vulnerable side of them. It's going to be a roller coaster with this person, but if you're looking for, you know, a long-term, stable, secure relationship, this person needs like a lot of time to grow up. All right, and now for those of you who chose pile, wait a second. For those of you who chose pile number 2, you have the 5 of Pentacles. What have you done? Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and also the High Priestess. This person at this moment is distancing themselves away from you. They're the High Priestess, so they're observing you quite fondly and quite obsessively, I must say. This person is disappointed with you, Capricorn. You see, Page of Swords is the orphan of the deck, okay? This person never ever received acceptance, never ever received the love that they needed, the care that they needed ever since they were a child. So every time people try to love them, they became skeptical in a way that they're like, why do you love me? Why you have feelings for me? Why me? Why do you like me? I'm like this. Why do you like me? You know, they doubt themselves a lot. So Page of Swords is a bit tough to love because they're not demanding, but in order for them to feel secure and safe in a relationship, you have to give them a lot. It's either you have to always be there for them physically and they get anxious if you are away, or You need to give them like constant words of affirmation, or you need to give them like constant gifting, you know, constant active services and everything like that. You see, on the outside, this person looks fine though. I think this person might be an anxious, preoccupied person. However, in the now, this person is disappointed in you and they feel like either you abandoned them, or you rejected them, or you dumped them. You left them out in the cold and they became a lot more anxious than usual. They're stalking the shit out of you though, but in the meantime, they're just going to be showing like their life is going in as usual. If you're dealing with a woman, then or even a man, they might show like more revealing clothes and everything like that, try to sell their sexualities and sensualities, or their physicality or whatever. But yeah, in the now, this person feels a little bit disappointed in you. If you were to ask them, you know, who in their life right now do they see settling down with, that would be you. They've already pictured like a perfect family together with you, building it together with you and everything like that. But again, Page of Swords needs a lot. It's highly demanding emotionally. I think even before you date them or whatever, they've already stalked you heavily, and they're stalking you a lot more now too. They might go to psychic, or you know, also tarot readers like me, or astrologers, or whatever that is, to try to figure out what is going on with you and what are you doing right now. They're skeptical, so I'm afraid if this continues for a long time, you know, they start to make a lot of things up inside of their head, because that's the tendency when, you know, this combination. So that's if you guys chose pile number 2. Now let's move on to pile number 3. You have the 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Temperance, 7 of Swords, Ace of Swords. What is going on with you, Capricorns? It's like all of your pile of cards has a similar theme on it. You're dealing with people who are afraid. You're dealing with people who just doesn't want to express their vulnerability. You're dealing with somebody who just doesn't. I guarantee you, minimum 6 hours in their waking time, they spend it thinking about you. They try to make it seem as if like they got shit under control though, but they don't. Kind of have the same vibe as pile number 2, but pile number 2 has disappointment in it. In this one, it has a lot of fear. You see this Ace of Swords, right? How this angel is eyeing that swords intently. Because this angel has to go all the way up, climb all the way up to find this beautiful sword. So they like you because you guys are different. They like you because finally they find somebody whose ways of thinking matches them. But the problem with this Ace of Swords is, you see how the distance between the angel and also the swords? They don't know how to get close to it. They just don't know. I think because they highly value you. I think you might be dealing with somebody who's anxious, you know, because anxious people is very insecure with themselves, so they regards themselves so low and they regards the other person so high, and this is what's happening between them and you. They put you in such high regards. They, no doubt about it, they respect you, Capricorn. Okay, they just feel that you guys are probably out of their leagues, or they're just lucky to have you. You're just way too handsome or beautiful for them, or whatever that is. But that's how they regard you. So they don't know how to approach this. It's like they're kind of like quite fearful, like, why me? They're not being genuine with themselves. I kind of like see this as also being, them morphing into somebody who they're not, because they fear that if they become themselves, you won't like them because they see you in such high regards. You see this 9 of Wands. What if Capricorn knows the real me? What if Capricorn knows, the truth about my past? What if Capricorn knows about, my work or the problems that I have at home or whatever that is? What if I am honest with Capricorn? Will they then, accept me? So that's why they always put on a facade as if like everything is all right in their life. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius though, or an air sign, because it's heavy fire and air in here. It's like they got it all together, but they know full well they don't. And why they do this is because they have a 7 of Swords. And, 7 of Swords doesn't always indicate cheating, lying, affairs, or anything like that. For me, 7 of Swords is also sometimes, withholding clarity, information, closures, and everything like that. So they're withholding that from you because they're afraid of giving you that much power, or they're afraid to expose that part of them, that vulnerable part of them. And what if they, laid out all the cards, you would reject them? That would be their worst nightmare, and they would be put in a worse position than this one. But they're stuck on you here, Capricorn. They're really stuck on you. Will they do anything about it, Anisa? I don't think they would. I don't think they would. But I think they should. But I don't think they would. This is a kind of self-sabotage thing, especially with number 8, the number that does not have any breaks on it. So they've been doing it for quite a while. This is a self-sabotaging way that they have. Emotion-wise, I don't see cups in here, but the thing is that if they're a Swords person, so meaning that they have like a lot of air in their chart, they're the type of person who needs to think a lot about somebody so that they could feel it. So they think a lot about you so that they could feel a lot about you too. And the problem with the air people is that they have a tendency to fall for somebody who is such a puzzle, who's such a mystery that they need to solve, they need to figure out, that get them to think, to make it interesting. But I mean, if you're looking for somebody, for something from them, they would do something to you and everything like that. I don't think that's going to happen though. They are playing the desperate pretending game. Now, for those of you who chose pile number 4, Hanged Man, 9 of Swords. Oh my God, none of you actually has, like, in every pick a card reading, I would pick a favorite, but like, I don't think I have one from your pick a card reading, to be honest with you, Capricorn. But anyway, you have a Hanged Man, 9 of Swords, King of Swords, 6 of Swords, and also the 8 of Pentacles. Ooh. What do you want me to say? This one is worse than pile number 3 because, pile number 3 was at a phase where they're depressed. But then they want to make something for their life, right? They're trying to distract themselves. They're trying to tell themselves that, my life is fine and everything like that. This person is already stuck on you. This person is literally putting their life on hold for you. They admire the hell out of you though, Capricorn. It's like they love watching you do things that you like. Even if you just woke up in the morning from bed and everything like that, and you think that you look shitty, oh, they just love it. They love watching you. They love looking at you. They're kind of like obsessive here that I see. But will they do something about it, Anisa? I don't think they would. They are too much caught in their head. It's like whatever that they want to do with you, they kind of like think it 100 times through. This person is obsessed. But they're not going to do anything about it, though. They're just kind of like waiting for you to come around and do something about it. In the meantime, they're going to be studying a lot about you. And what I mean by a lot, I mean a lot. Maybe looking at your birth chart, looking at your numerology, trying to decipher, the picture that you took. They're literally putting their life on hold for you to do something. To reach out to them, maybe if you guys are in no contact period. Or for you guys to fix this relationship. Or for you guys to, make the first move or whatever that is. They can't. The thing is that because they're so obsessed with it, they're fearful that you guys are going to be rejecting them. So even if, you guys met them, they're going to be 100% awkward. They're going to be so awkward about it. It'll be funny to watch though for you. But they're going to be so awkward about it. Yeah. If you're into this person, you need to be the one who's making the first move, because this person is for sure not going to do that. And they already also experience insomnia because of you. They're obsessed. I mean, healthy obsession is okay, but this one, I don't know. They're obsessed, but they don't want to do anything about it because they're too obsessed. It's like meeting you makes them feel awkward. It's like even if you guys met, like let's say, unintentionally by surprise, you guys met in the mall, and they saw you, they'd probably run away and walk away. They wouldn't dare to say hi to you or to greet you or everything like that, because it's like that. You know what I mean? They're just too into it. All right. So I think that is it for my reading for you, Capricorn. I hope that you guys find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. I really do hope that you have a great, great week ahead. All right. Bye-bye, guys.